Hi, I'm Todd, and what I want to show you today is the process I use for mixing and mastering in Reaper. And to do that, I'm going to remaster a song that I produced 2.5 years ago. The song is called Adios, My Friend, written by Tom Harris, who was in his 80s at the time, but could still sing pretty good. I really like the tone of his voice. So the first thing to do is bring in the setup I used for mixing and mastering. And I'm not going to explain the whole setup to you right now. I'm going to leave that for another video. However, I am going to explain a little bit to you about how all this works. But first, I'm going to drag in the song that I'm going to remaster and set up its routing. First, I'm going to send it to the submaster and then route it to the sub-reference track. And so you might better understand, I'm going to open span 1 and play a little bit of the song. What you see here is the red waveform coming from the Master Effects track, which is the track that has all the master effects on it. So now I'll raise the submaster 2 dB and play it again. Now you see both the red coming from the Master Effects track as well as the green coming from the sub-reference track. So what we have here is the red line that indicates the changes I'm going to make with the Master Effects, as well as the green line that is the original waveform. That's so we can see at any time the exact differences and changes that we're making to the song. So now let's get to the profile that I'm going to use to master this song. What I did was create profiles of several songs that I thought sounded very good, then average them all to one profile, so that you can hear what it sounds like. Let's play it for you. What you're hearing is pink noise that was EQ'd to create the various profiles. So now let's bring up span 2 where we have the profile and the Master Effects curves. And here's what the profile curve looks like. So now let's play both the profile and Adios, My Friend, which we'll call the master from now on. Okay, the first thing I notice is that the low end on the master is a little bit strong. So I'll raise the profile track up a couple of dB and play it again.
You go your way, I'll go my way. Maybe down that endless highway, I will see you walking round the bend. We've been friends for so long now, you don't have to wonder how. Easy loving you, adios my friend. Adios my friend.
Okay, what I'm going to do is cut off here and let the song play out so I can get a good comparison. Then I'll come back. Okay, back again and looking over our curves here, I see 3, maybe 4 areas that could use some attention. First of all, our bottom end here, 100 hertz and below, is looking pretty good. This is primarily the kick and bass area, and I'd like to stress that this bottom end area is where I like to get the 2 curves matched up as well as possible before I start any processing or EQing. I see this area between 100 and 200 hertz has a little dip, but this area is usually occupied by toms as well as lower-ended snares, so I'm not going to worry about it just yet, because the toms in this song are not very loud, and the snare is higher pitched and probably causing this little crest here at 200 hertz. So now looking over the rest of the frequencies, I see there's about 4 places that could probably use some EQ. Right here around 500 hertz, as well as the 1.32 kHz area, could use some positive EQ. Then here around the 4K area, it could use some negative EQ, as well as here at 10K. However, this area of 10K and above is kind of a no man's land, so I'm going to leave it alone. It don't look that bad. So now let's bring out the mastering EQ and get things set up. And we'll hide the meters and stats because we don't need them at this point. Okay, now if you will bear with me, I'll start re-EQing this master using this profile to see if I can get the EQ to where I like it. Okay, now let's check to see what our curve looks like and see how it sounds. This will take about a minute.
Adios, my friend, so long amigo. See you around the bend. Make it sweet, take it slow. We played our hearts out through the rain. No one ever could complain. Come a sunny morning, we be dry. A trip down Miss Judy Street, counting all the friends we meet. There we find our high, you and I. Adios, my friend, so long amigo. See you around the bend.
Well, I think I kind of like that. I think it brought out the vocal and the acoustic guitar a little more, along with the drums. There is this little dip here, but that's in the area of the side stick, and I think it's loud enough. There is one little thing I'd like to do, though. Now that the mids and highs have been brought up some, I think it could use a little more bass. So I'll just add a little bit of low shelving here at about 100 hertz. Okay, so now let's open up span 1. And play from the beginning. And keep your eye on the mute buttons on the master and reference tracks as I A and B the master and the unmastered sound.
You go your way, I'll go my way. Maybe down that endless highway, I will see you walking round the bend. We've been friends for so long now, you don't have to wonder how. Easy loving you, adios my friend. Adios my friend.
I can actually hear quite a difference between the master and the reference on my monitors, and I like it. I wish I'd have had these profiled back when I produced this song. Okay, about done here, but I'd like you to know the reason I'm making this video. It's because there are so many of you out there with very modest studios that have little if any soundproofing at all. And even if you do, you find it hard to know where you're at with your mixes and masters. I see it all the time. People are asking for help because they just can't hear what they're doing. Well, anyway, this is just a glimpse of how working with profiles can help. Of course, there's more to it than this. This was just a simple demonstration, and I hope you got something from it. So this is Todd, and that's it for now. Bye-bye.